You've grown so successfully, so rapidly. Tell us, is there anything else that middle market leaders who are looking to successful models like Dealer Tire should think about in terms of their own strategies, their own industries? If you can abstract out something else that you've not told us yet, the recipe for your success.
Yeah, a couple things. First of all, hiring ahead of the curve. Many businesses oftentimes wait till it's too late to make critical hires.
Okay.
If you're growing at a very rapid pace, fundamentally, the problems get a lot harder to solve. The solutions get a lot harder to implement. And, if you're really going to succeed, you have to be willing to look internally at your organization, your leadership, your team, and yourself to decide, do I have the right team to support that future growth? Will this team be able to get me to where I need to go? And at several key junctions throughout our business, we made fundamental decisions to hire smarter people or new people to tackle new challenges and bring new ideas to the table that we didn't have. So we've continued to make that investment, and sometimes it's a short-term expense, but we've continued to get great talent that, again, as we grow, can solve tougher and tougher problems. I would also say we've done, again, if you think about, I think what's been able, the key driver of our success is not only the ideas, but flawless execution. So we measure our performance. We run an open book company. We share our key financial metrics with all our associates. All our associates receive a bonus, the same bonus structure that I receive, and it's based on our growth and EBITDA performance.
Yes.
People then are aware of their individual roles and how they contribute to that financial performance. So our associates, we measure everything, and people, their performance is tied to those measurements. A lot of, I would say a lot of, businesses I've known throughout the years don't like to share their financial information. They feel it's private, they feel it's gives them a competitive advantage, they feel it's a threat, or their employees knew the performance.
Yes.
And we kind of take the, we take the opposite approach. My motto is real winners want to know how the game is played, what the rules are, that is, what's important, what are you going to measure, how am I going to be measured? And they want to know the score. They want to know how well they're doing and the company's doing, and how they want to know the financial performance and the key measurements. And so we feel to really get an engaged culture, that's how we achieve it. And we also really spend a lot of time and effort to ensure we have an engaged culture. First of all, we hire outside firms to measure that. We develop teams to address the feedback we receive. And associates see that. They see a company that acts on suggestions and improvements, and that's helped us to attract and keep great people. I would say one last thing. One of our core values is, as an organization, is it's tied to the open book management. It's accountability. That is, we want people that are really accountable for results. And a lot of companies want that, right? But to be accountable, again, you have to share what the person's accountable for, and you have to give them enough authority that they could be held accountable. If a person doesn't have authority to make decisions or doesn't have authority to make things happen, you can't really hold them accountable.
Yes.
So you have to be willing to take that risk. And I think that accountability, if it's a well-run business, extends to the senior executives.
Right.
We as an organization, we're closely held. My brother and I control the majority of the business, but we are accountable. We've developed an outside board of directors, and we are accountable to that board. It's not because we have to, it's because we want to.
Okay.
You know, if we're doing, we need a board that can give us great advice, again, to help us think of things and help us look at things the way we would never perhaps think of looking at them.